Hello and welcome to Keno. Today I'm gonna be making it easier for you to answer the question where to grab breakfast in Paris. For me, it's one of the hardest questions that I have every time I visit a new city. Breakfast in Le Meurice is one of the few suggestions that I have for you. Also, please don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you so much. One of the reasons why I booked or why I reserved a table in the Meurice for breakfast is that it's very close to where my mom and I are staying at. It's also a beautiful hotel. The dining room is inspired by the Peace Room of Versailles. So instead of going to Versailles, you just have to walk to the hotel, which is just across the river in front of Jardin des Tuileries. And right here, you already have a piece of Versailles. You don't even need to brave the crowds in Versailles. You don't need to drive an hour. You don't need to take the train or whatever. It's right here. Also, one of the world's best pastry shops, Cedric Relais, works here. So instead of braving the crowd, falling in a line in front of his shops, you can just sit here and order his desserts and pastries, and it's so much easier.
French breakfast na tayo.
I do have a few recommendations for you to grab your breakfast, especially if you want to try the best croissants in Paris. I don't really have a favorite, but if you are into the flaky, crunchy croissants, this place is for you. My mom and I order the French breakfast, which is, I think, the proper amount of food because we don't really want to stuff our face. We scheduled a 3 Michelin star lunch after this. The breads and pastries are from Cedric Relais, and they are probably one of the best pastries I've ever had in my life. I'm gonna bite into it so you can hear how crunchy it is. It's so good. It's very nutty, crunchy, and I think it's just the perfect amount of butter.
Ano siyang glaze?
The brioche reminds me of a sticky bun. It's still flaky, slightly crunchy, but it's glazed and very sweet from all the dried fruits. It was so good. And this is your pain au chocolat.
Ganda nung ano yun. Kasi gusto kong croissant. Makakapal yung layers, tas crunchy.
The breads and pastries are good by themselves, but if you are like me, who's a sucker for salted butter, it's not gonna hurt if you put a little bit of salted butter on it. It's so good. Right after breakfast, my mom and I decided it would be a good idea to visit a museum that's very close, which is just across the street from the Meurice Hotel. we are gonna be visiting Orangerie. But before that, we can walk around and explore the Jardin des Tuileries.
Ito ang ano.
During
garden.
summer, every summer they have the carnival where you can bring your kids and take the rides. It's all cash only, so make sure you have your own euros with you. If you are like me who don't like crowds, I think it's the best idea for you to explore the gardens in the morning. There's not a lot of people. It's so nice. And the ducks were all sleeping. Look at these ducks. They're so cute. Later in the afternoon, the Ferris wheel is going to be open. Do not forget to try and ride the Ferris wheel because you're going to have one of the best views of the city from the Ferris wheel.
Mami, ikaw panira ka ng view. Malis ka dyan.
This area is a pretty good spot for you to see Paris without going on the rooftops. Right in front of the fountain, you have the Louvre. To your right, you have the Musée d'Orsay. Next to it, you're gonna see Eiffel Tower, and next to the Eiffel Tower, you're gonna see Place de la Concorde, the Luxor obelisk, and right behind the Luxor obelisk, you'd be able to see Arc de Triomphe. And then to your left, you're gonna have the L'Orangerie, where they have the Monet Museum.
So you have the Louvre right here, and then Musée d'Orsay. Musée d'Orsay is right there. Eiffel Tower. Mami, Eiffel Tower, ayun no. And then Place de la Concorde. Mami, tinan mo yun. Dito ka. Place de la Concorde and then Arc de Triomphe. Ayun o, tinan mo. Arc de Triomphe. Nasa likuran ng obelisk.
Our next target is the Art Museum, L'Orangerie. So we're gonna walk towards the obelisk, that's where the Place de la Concorde is, and right beside the Place de la Concorde is the Monet Museum. By the way, they are still doing timed entries with art museums. Some art museums, they don't require you to have time. They don't require you to reserve your tickets in advance, but some art museums, they want you to reserve your timed entries. But sometimes it's okay to just walk in and buy your own ticket. It's up to you. This is Place de la Concorde, and this is the site where they had a lot of public executions. The L'Orangerie is right here to the left of the Place de la Concorde.
Mami.
We are gonna be exploring the art museum in my next vlog. So please don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in a few days. Thank you. Bye-bye. Thanks for so much for watching this vlog, and I will see you in my next vlog. Thank you.